history has been made in Canadian basketball. One-hand jam all over the defense.
One-hand cockback.
Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet.
Welcome back. Crestwood Preparatory College, North York, Ontario, the site of our 2018 NPA New Year Challenge Session 2. And on the board, it's LBA, our final game of the evening. LBA and Toronto Basketball Academy going toe-to-toe in what might be one of the better matchups we had on the schedule. A great day of basketball culminating with this matchup. Joined alongside Jason Tom, I'm Daniele Franceschi. And you can see, yes, the moisture seeping in along that sideline, along that end line, excuse me, and had a few incidents where players have slipped. So just trying to take extra precaution.
Yeah, the minus 35-degree weather has messed with players meeting with teams and teams getting to Toronto, and now messing with teams while they play in the gym.
That's a good defensive sequence there.
Patrick Emilian.
And we have our first bang out of the game, and it's a big one. An early timeout.
Angelo Provenzano not liking what he's seeing. Stay tuned, a minute in. Got a timeout.
Keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow! Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that? Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
We're back live. Demba Timbo up top. Amir Golizade running off the screen. Emilian. No good.
Okai Jamfuse of LBA wired for sound in this contest. One of the more high-profile transfers in LBA, able to acquire him, pair him with Denzel Cummings in the backcourt, and that's one of the very best in the country, that's for sure.
Heads up.
A little bit of an errant pass there.
Man, Golizade has extended his range. It seems like every game he's stepping a little further back, take that shot, and Demba Timbo showing a touch from the mid-range.
We're only a couple minutes in, and Angelo Provenzano's already about to blow a head gasket on that sideline.
Oh, I joked with him the other day that, you know, I love his team. They give me such exciting games to call. And he said, yeah, well, I'd be a lot more excited if we started to win those. And I said, yeah, you know, selfishly speaking, yes, I'm happy. But, yeah, you're right. He's been on the losing end of some, you know, some of our better games, actually, on the streams this season.
Absolutely. And that's not, obviously, the ledger. But if he's on the wrong side of the ledger, he'd like to be on the winning end.
That's another good point guard matchup, Denzel Cummins and Marcus Masters.
They're getting deep into the shot clock.
Dono.
Mike.
Marcus Masters and Denzel Cummings, a fascinating matchup. And you're seeing Ahmad Aithman shadowing Marcus Masters, it seems, all the way down the floor. And they're setting up in this zone. And we focused on this yesterday. You see Aithman, he's trying to really shadow Masters, prevent him from touching the basketball. Full denial position, a great defensive play there. Jamjus. Oh man, fading on it. Not a high percentage shot.
Big rebound there, kick back out. A name we didn't say an awful lot.
And here it is again. They're playing this zone, but the one thing that they are doing is saying, hey, Marcus Masters, we don't want you to be the individual to facilitate, to initiate the offense for TBA. Take it out of his hands.
Gulizade.
LBA's got to get into things quicker offensively. Too many times, too many trips deep into the shot clock. They got to get into their offense a little quicker. And here's Okai. Fakes Mattis. And again,
wow.
Deep. Way,
yeah,
that's not the shot you want.
No, absolutely not.
You get way too deep into the shot clock, and that's the repercussion right there. Low percentage shot. That's the third, fourth trip now in a row that we've seen it. LBA also a deep team, a team that has a wealth of skill coming off the bench, guys like Josh and Kumsa. You got a couple bigs, you got a guy like Isaiah Lee, who started yesterday night. And now you can bring him off the bench, and it's just a luxury. And I think part of that decision, perhaps defensive purposes with Ahmad Aithman, and he's going to be, as we said, shadowing Marcus Masters for the time being.
Tough take. Mattis gets it back, drops two.
And Angelo Provenzano has been harping on Michael Mattis through the early going here, but he wants his big guy to be more active, and you see it there. He's vocal on this end of the floor. And that's tough for Denzel. That's tough for Denzel Cummings. He's obviously, lacking size, and that's part of the defensive philosophy as well. And going and playing a zone. The challenge playing at this level, and you got a lot of guys who are, standing 6'2", 6'1", and shorter. You're going to give up some size. Cummins trying to muscle his way up the floor. Oh, it looked like a foul.
Wow, Denzel
able
Cummins.
to fight through that. Good finish, Denzel Cummings fighting off the contact, and a turnover, and you see Aithman bringing some energy defensively for this LBA squad.
Cummins.
The official just indicating that the clock didn't start. We'll see what adjustments Coach Adil will make on the TBA side. For LBA now, I think this is a good decision. Take the ball out of Denzel Cummins' hands. You see if Okai Jam Juice can create. And then now you get back here and you try to get into something.
Cummins up top. Jokic finds Mattis. The two big man game. A little experimentation out there.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Marcus Masters, if you're not going to get it on in a half-court setting, you're going to be denied all the time. He just came to the basketball, said, give me the ball, get out of the way. Good finish in transition.
Marcus Masters, so strong. Low to the ground.
You see Chad Vincent on the floor for TBA. We joke about him being a veteran, but he's been around. There's Nkumsa with the board.
Oh, Denzel Cummins.
Take a look at the disparity in size there. Denzel Cummins going up into the, never mind the tall trees, he's going up into the sky, into the clouds.
Trying to rally his team.
And he's going to be rewarded going to the foul line. Demba Timbo, the 7-footer, recently brought over to this TBA squad. And
made a joke with Adil that he liked my line the other day that Marcus Masters looks like he was playing 3 age groups up. And I was like, you know, your crew just has so much size. And he said, you know, he feels like every practice they've gotten taller. And you can't teach that. So it's obviously not happening, but, and then you throw in a, 7-footer and Demba Timbo, legit 7-footer, and it's like, it's just unbelievable.
They have aspirations of doing some damage at nationals, and if they come up short, it certainly won't be for a lack of size, that's for sure.
Yeah, and then, as you'd mentioned about how deep LBA is, and, they have an awful lot of size as well.
Absolutely.
Running it out there. I mean, they definitely don't look out of place with Vink, Nkumsa, and Jokic, and then, not even including Madison that.
And Johnny Vink, and they're able to kind of throw different looks at you, and they have this, they know that guard play is important for them with Denzel Cummins and Isaiah Lee and Okai in particular, along with Denzel. Those are the focal point, the guys who are going to initiate the offense. But when you talk about the bigs, and we see them really interchange when they go from, the duo of Mattis, and in this case, I mean, you're also looking, and now you're seeing Nkumsa come on the floor, and it's just, along with John T. Vink, is just different options that Angelo Provenzano can kind of, from the pick of the litter, see what's going and what's working for him on any given day.
4:10 left to go in this opening quarter. Definite chess match here in the early going. Neither team really in much flow offensively.
This 2-3 zone they've done a good job defensively. Here's Vincent.
Long 2.
That's a big shot. And significant ball pressure being applied by TBA. Again, Denzel Cummings not afraid to go up against much bigger defender.
Up
the lob!
Up.
Oh!
Masters. Kick out Vincent. Back to Masters. Trigger. No good. TBA getting on the glass. TBA is already so good in the open floor. When they start dominating the glass, I mean, that's, yep.
And we're seeing it unsportsmanlike.
Yep.
And Nkumsa jumps into the passing lane, makes a great play on the ball, and he's going to be rewarded. He's going to shoot the unsportsmanlike. Here comes Isaiah Lee for Denzel Cummings. And give him a bit of a breather here. And second goes for Tecumseh. It'll be LBA basketball. Leading by 3.
Once again, this is the final of 7 games today. We had 6 yesterday. Slowly winding down, 5 tomorrow, 3 on our final day. We'll start tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. St. Laurent, RNS, followed by Halifax Prep and Beast, SJK and GTA Prep. Daniele will be with you for that. Then we got LBA, CTA, followed by Beast and Central Tech.
And you can see they really don't want Marcus Masters to initiate any offense. They want to keep the ball out of his hands, and Masters looks like he might have got poked in the eye. I was really impressed with the way he played last night. I thought yesterday afternoon against GTA Prep Masters, that is, I thought he was freezing the ball a little too much and created some stagnancy on offense. However, last night doing a good job of just getting in and out of sets, and he's going to need a sub. I think that's a valid point too, and you see.
Quick timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season. Now is your chance to get involved with the fastest growing sport in Canada with the industry leaders and influencers. Get in the game today and join NPH in growing basketball in this country. NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility.
Rep by rep. You push yourself. Effort is only half the battle. Doubt sets in. Why do you do it?
Score 13-10 in favor of LBA. We had a little bit of confusion there with TBA and Marcus Masters. Looked like he might have got poked in the eye and some discomfort. And Coach Adil Sahedzada, and there you see he was talking to the officials. He's still going at it with the officials. And 2:30 remaining in this first quarter. Dump it down inside to Tecumseh. Working on the big fella down underneath. Gets an offensive rebound. That's Jonty Vink. Throws it up and in. And now TBA coming up the floor. Obviously no Marcus Masters. And it's going to provide him with a bit of a breather. And a good call there by the officials. A lot of these high school athletes, and one of the things you'll notice is they like to take that hop step or that kind of that gather step into the shot. And at the NBA level, you're not going to see that call, but here, and justifiably so, it's a travel. And here's Okai Jamjuice, gets it over to Isaiah Lee. Lee, handoff. And Kumsa on the roll. They're gonna dump it down to him. Fading, short.
Probably didn't need to fade on that shot.
And that's not the guy you want to be taking that shot.
No.
Jamju, step back, step through, rejected from behind. Gets it out to Lee. Good call. Well, 3 in the key. Looked like it might have been a travel either way, so a turnover nonetheless.
1:25 to go here. I feel like this is going to be tight throughout.
These are two high-powered teams that are, this is a meaningful game. Two teams trying to vie for position in the standings and, make a statement. There's a
Foul
strong
called.
take. Strong take by Chad Vincent, a veteran presence on this TBA team, and he's going to earn himself a trip to the line.
Vincent with the first. Yeah, TBA is going with a bit of a shorter bench right now. You see, usually they kind of trot out as many guys as they can. But right now they're keeping it tight. I think Coach Saibzada knows what's on the line. This is a big game for his team. After getting some revenge against GTA Prep the other day, I mean, they want to go on a little bit of a run here in the NPA. And Josh Nkumsa.
Josh Nkumsa flexing the muscles. He's been going to work down underneath, and that's when he's at his best, when he's able to catch, make a move, and there draws contact and finishes.
Converting the three-point play, Nkumsa, like we talked about before, taking that role of, I guess, sixth man. I mean, so effective at what he does and very active on the defensive end as well. A player that, maybe will not get the shine that he deserves because of how many, high-profile and high-energy players are on this LBA squad.
You see Nkumsa, his vocalness, and he's making an impact in this game, and that's huge for them to get that production, to get that impact off the bench. Here it is.
You thought he was going to pull it, eh? Jamgo's
John Vink
coming down with it.
Great pass.
Smart move by Nkumsa, getting the guys up in the air, and still somehow almost got the shot off.
And one guy we've heard a lot from in this first quarter, Ahmed Eighthman, and he's done a fantastic job defensively, and there you see him deliver a nice pass underneath to Josh Nkumsa.
Nkumsa now shooting 2.
Second is good. And Okai's going to get that nice 10-second breather along with the quarter break. Stalled coaching trick. Get your guys a couple minutes of rest without sacrificing too much court time.
Gonna have to hoist. Big time shot. Patrick Mapoy closes it out strong. Stay with us. We got a good game going on here. Game 7 of the day.
NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season. Now is your chance to get involved with the fastest growing sport in Canada with the industry leaders and influencers. Get in the game today and join NPH in growing basketball in this country. NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosting league.
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow! Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillips, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience.
Welcome back. Quarter number 2 about to get underway in our finale of a 7-game slate here on day 2 of the NPA New Year Challenge. LBA inbounding, and Jason, a good first quarter. A competitive one and a big shot to end it, trimming that deficit for TBA down to just 3.
Oh, wow. You know, it's so funny, you know, we know so many guys in this league that we expect to see things from, and then despite that, almost every game, someone shows us something new, something different.
Absolutely.
I had no idea Josh and Coombs had that kind of touch when it comes to dropping dimes. Great pass there leading to the basket.
He's a guy that, even though, you know, last year as a starter, he was their primary big and doing a lot of the dirty work. Now you bring him off the bench and doesn't pout about it. Says, okay, that's my role, and I'm going to work through it, and I'm going to figure out how I can make an impact. And he's been very effective tonight. Oh, beautiful. He slipped that one and almost found a way to get an easy basket if the pass was delivered on time.
Foul on the baseline.
You could see Coach Adil Sahizada. Shot on its way, no good off the front iron, and Denzel Cummins taking a breather, as is Okai Jamjuice. Dumped it down inside. Oh, great look! Excellent look, and the delivery on time, on target, and converting.
This time it was
Jokic.
Kaur was the one finishing it off that time. Foul called.
That was I think a luxury to be able to have Denzel take a breather. He was out on the bench for a good stretch there in that first quarter, and you had the opportunity to also catch a breather in the quarter break. And one guy that's had a significant impact for LBA has been Ahmad Aithman, and we've heaped praise, and rightfully so, for the job he's done defensively.
Just over a minute and a half gone in the second quarter. The type of game we expected. It's been close throughout this first half. Cummins, handoff, Aspen. Down low, another nice dish. Finds Nkumsa again, he gets to the baseline. Got so much of an advantage when it comes to weight on Patrick Emilian. Emilian asking the referee if you're going to allow him to throw his forearm into me. How do I defend him?
That's a big body. That's a guy that's just difficult to size up and defend. And when we talked about OBA last night, losing a tough game against Crestwood, and the gym was buzzing and a lot of energy. And here tonight, now you're coming in, you know, they're trying to get into the win column, and you've seen it's hit a little bit of a lull with some of these guys. Denzel Cummins was fired up last night. Okai Jamjus was, you know, making an impact, but it's been the fact that you have so much depth. A guy like Josh Nkumsa comes in and he's the vocal leader all of a sudden tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely been a change of roles within this LBA squad, but I guess as long as somebody's filling that role,
you know, you're not going to always be able to get the same level of consistency. It's tough, especially when you're playing games over a 4-day stretch. And look at Nkumsa, fighting, battling.
Marcus Masters, Amir Golizade, Emilian off the Demba Timbo screen. Emilian pulls up. You know, Timbo.
I like that.
Timbo had Athman on him, or Eighthman on him, sorry.
Smallest guy on the court gets the defensive rebound.
Yep. Josh Nkumsa is having himself a game.
It's his night.
LBA jumping out to an 8-point lead, the biggest lead for either team thus far. Taragisa, Golizade.
He's got that range in him, but...
Oh, he showed that last night.
Oh, he certainly did. Maybe a little bit showmanship there, but yeah, karma.
That's deep as well. Jokic.
Oh, good take. Masters.
Back jam. Patrick Emilian.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of wet spots pop up on this floor, and things becoming very dangerous out there for some of the players. And
6:44 left in the second quarter. Cummins now, 6-point lead, ball in his hand. Marcus Masters staring him down.
Yeah, you got a good matchup there, straight on, guarding each other.
Pickett, wing. Look at that. Once again, Denzel Cummins coming down with the board. One-handed rebound, kick back out. Big time shot. Golizade getting him to bite because he took it last time. Big block.
Great defensive play. Able to get back and make a play defensively. Akim Olak gets the steal. He's drawing the assignment here on Marcus Masters. They want to apply constant pressure on Masters. They don't want to give him any space to operate. Kicking it to the corner, shot on its way, no good. Rebound, and one. That's a big time finish. It's Patrick Emelan. Patrick Emilian. He's a guy that Adil Sahazada's been raving about. You can see him encouraging. You can see now TBA trying to pick up the intensity defensively. Here's Cummins into the lane. Great pass. Oh, better block. Mattis unable to finish. Masters coming up the floor. Masters switches hands, draws the foul. Josh Nkumsa's gonna come out and take a bit of a breather. He's obviously been terrific.
I think he earned that breather.
Oh, he earned some water. Somebody get him some water.
Cummins running into a lot of size there. There we go again. Working so hard to get what they can get, and it's not much. TBA using that length. What a pass. Fired ahead.
Ooh, that's a foul. And with Denzel Cummings on the opposite end, you get 5 seconds on the shot clock. You're not going to get bailed out with a foul call. Even if there was some contact there, you know, your team didn't execute, and you put yourself in a bit of a precarious position. Vincent, second free throw, good. We're going to take a short break. Be right back.
Game speaks. There's no politics here.
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
The first and only NPA championship banner currently hangs in our nation's capital, the home of Canada Top Flight Academy. But it didn't come easy for Ottawa's only boys prep basketball program, who lost the first 5 games in the program's history before a team meeting put them on the path to making Canadian basketball history.
It was a pretty rocky start for us, you know, coming into our first year as a team and as a program. You know, we started off losing 5 games in a row. It was tough, you know, everybody wasn't in the greatest
And we're back. Okai Jamjuice, 3 on the way, no good. So here comes TBA, Marcus Masters up the floor. A 2-point game and a turnover. Substitution coming. .419 left in this first half. It's a 2-point game, and it's been a tightly contested affair. Jamjuice gets it over to Cummins. Looking to run. Gets a screen. Mattes dumps it down inside to Johnny Vink.
So much good happening on that play there. Great pass, Vink drop step, great defense by Chad Vincent. I mean, it was everything that you could want in a basketball play right there.
How about that hustle? Amelia doing a great job cleaning up the offensive glass. Substitution coming for TBA. Here comes the 7-footer. The newcomer, Demba Timbo. And Chad Vincent checking out. All knotted up at 29 apiece.
Cummins comes down with it.
Give me that. Oh.
Seen him do it before.
The only thing I like more than a big guy who can go down into the paint and bang with you is a guy who can stretch it out and shoot it. So, rooting for Nkumsa to hit that one.
Cummins. Jamgoose. Over to Cummins. Waves off the screen. Athman.
And TBA's done a nice job defensively in their assignments with Denzel Cummins and Okai Jamdu. They've really forced, and as finally Cummins able to get one to go, but Nkumsa's stepped up and he's been their primary source of offense so far for LBA.
Jamgoose. Athman. Down to Nkumsa. Again, you know, he seems to have like a natural fade on his shot, but he seems to be short on many of those occasions.
Oh, wow.
Meanwhile,
Tremendous finish.
Mapoyi tied at 31 this game, just back and forth.
As advertised.
Yeah.
It's been a very good game so far.
Foul called on Masters. Cummins and Masters having a little chat. Yeah, it's a high-profile game like this. That's 29-29. It's amazing how quickly some chatter can begin.
You can see things. You might see if things will get chippy here. I mean, with Masters and Cummins, two guys that certainly aren't shy in terms of exchanging some verbal jabs. Cummins, and they're going to run a pick and roll here. That was absolutely deflected. There's no doubt about that one.
Officials getting it right. Which they've, I would say, considering how many games they've already played, this is our 13th game in 2 days. These officials have been solid.
Provenzano's going to take a timeout.
Timeout on the floor, LBA. We're tied at 31. Man, we're in for a good one.
Penn goes from straight away. Hit another three. His sixth of the first half.
I think the biggest thing about Kevin, highly skilled, but his values are very, very solid. Home-schooled value sort of thing. His grandparents taught him a lot. His uncle taught him a lot. Bill and Patty, his parents, obviously played a huge role, and he's very, very value-based. Everybody that you talk to that played with Kevin or coached Kevin will tell you exactly the same thing. Just a great kid, very, very grounded, never got full of himself, always works hard and wants more and more and more.
And now Penn goes from straight away. Hit another three. His sixth of the first half.
I think the biggest thing about
back out to Pangos. Got it again. Pangos is knocking out all these open threes.
Kevin and I have a relationship that was formulated when I was one of the coaches at Camp Olympia that he could talk to and he could relate to, and we'd do workouts together, whatever it might be. And then it evolved into the admiration of he knew that I knew where he wanted to go. But I was one of those coaches that were at another level that Kevin was after, and he could get information from me. He's 17 years old when I first proposed this to him and his parents. A 17-year-old kid, I want to write a book about you because I want to follow you for the next 4 years. It turns out to be Gonzaga.
We're back, tied at 31, $1:40 left in the first half of our, I guess, one of our marquee matchups today, because we have had some unbelievable games.
Oh, yeah. Smart play, Denzel Cummins.
Yeah. I was about to say that was a long two. Cummins tried, but the official said no, sir.
Was it?
Good call. No, it was a long two. Yeah.
It was a two.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that though. Was it the second line or the first line?
No, he was behind the first line.
Okay. Okay. You could see now Cummins and Masters, no jarring going on, but they're obviously, you could see just getting up into each other a little bit. Nice screen.
They've
Good
each
rub
found
off.
a new shadow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Masters just working hard. Jamgoose does
The
not need
Human
much room.
Torch. Oh.
Yeah, that's.
You see the sarcasm. And things are getting a little testy here. Kai Jamgoose, he hits the triple, makes a gesture towards that TBA bench. And he's gonna pick up the technical.
Yeah. I think there was some stuff that the officials didn't see.
I agree with that. Absolutely. There was some
It's a
jarring
big time
going on.
three in front of the bench. A little point at the bench.
We saw the reaction from the TBA bench too, and then Coach Adil Sadzada quickly reacting and saying, please, we just put ourselves in a good spot here, picking up a technical. Offensive foul for moving screen. Or no, they're gonna reverse that, and it looked like initially they were motioning in terms of it being an offensive foul, and instead it puts Marcus Masters at the line because they're in the bonus. All knotted up at 36. Less than a minute left in this first half. Cummins, screen set, and Kumsa rolling to the bucket. Josh and Kumsa can't finish with the left hand.
Jokic battling for that rebound. Masters comes out with it. Up top, Lapoy, front rim. Denzel Cummins is going to push.
Oh.
Just did not have the proper English on that one. Jamgoose. Looked like he would have got hit. He could have got hit on that. No call.
Yeah, it did look like there might have been some contact.
It's going to be
A little bit ambitious from that range as well, but
3-second difference between game clock and shot clock here, tied at 36. What a great matchup between these two teams.
Ooh. Well, we've been talking about all week long thus far, talking about not rewarding guys for going into 2-3 defenders, and that time Marcus Masters and attacking and getting into traffic. Chad Vincent coming in.
Angelo Provenzano trying to get a little breather for some of his guys, but the second half is going to be a heavyweight tilt.
Absolutely. I would say that I don't think, the level of intensity, I don't think it's been matched from what we saw last night between LBA and Crestwood, but I think as this game progresses, you're going to see it.
5-minute break for halftime. Stay with us. Tell your friends, tell your family. We got a great second half coming up.
I'm Denzel Cummings. I'm mic'd up for Northwood Hoops. I'm mic'd up, so. Nice guy, I'm mic'd up.
Start in Virginia with pin downs. Let's start it on Jakucha's side, and let's get the ball swung. Let's not be predictable.
One game. We got one game. Let's go. All out. Straight up. Fan, you have to go. We're going to 1, 2, 3.
Charge, yeah! Good job, boy. Good boy.
Shocking. Shocking. If they missed me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're playing man.
Oh, my fault.
Next time you see Josh, you tell him one more.
Okay. Listen, when you're running fast, keep on coming, because that's what I was looking for.
We're running that again. You were wide open.
So, hey, 13's got in court. Power.
Now we've gone small.
Yeah.
We've gone small. So now we're looking to pump fake and see if we can drive it if we don't get open shots. So we're in power right now.
Hey, in power. Charge! Oh! Good, hey, it's a good. You good. Good job. I want you up.
Where's the clean call?
22.
Yeah, that's what I call.
Yeah, but you got to tell Bonehead to find his best shooter. In the corner, he was wide open.
Oh! Ain't no more playing around. I ain't playing around no more. Eight seconds. Yeah. Arby, come here. That's you. That's what I mean. Good job. Read it. You have to read it. It's not a play. It's a read.
Just go dribble entry and let's get it into Josh.
Josh, look at me. Get up and dunk it. He cannot handle you. Purple. I'm in front of him. He's legit grabbing me, throwing me.
Because you're getting into his body. Get off his body. Right here, he can't grab you. Here, step towards me. That's all you got to do.
Good minutes, just for a bit. You got 4. Just for a bit. Good minutes.
They can't handle you. They can't handle you. End this game. Yo, let's go. Oh yeah! Go! Oh yeah! Now, Matt, stand up when he hits a shot. When he hits the shot, Matt, get abs.
Don't worry.
Gas.
Stop. Good blow. Yes, buddy.
Oh yeah, Steph. Hey!
Go, boy.
Casey done?
Makes him a real problem. There he is coming outside. Johnson just all over the floor today.
No!
Didn't think he was going to make it, didn't. Here's Dylan Johnson. He goes for the crossover spin move. Kind of that East Coast flavor. Johnson goes inside, finishes.
A scoring guard. He could actually play a little bit of point. Nice move by Jaren Johnson.
He's saying don't hold for the last shot. We just need points.
be in attendance over the course of the weekend. I mean, he had, what, 18 at halftime? 18 for enough of it.
Nice move there by Montu. He finds Jared Johnson.
Porter winds down. Ooh. Nice.
In this event.
Yes, sir, he does. He just needs guys. Bang! And the shot.
I didn't book it. Let him shoot. He can't shoot.
For their teams in big moments.
Nice bounce back right there by Jared Johnson.
Nice three-pointer. 100%, and there's McGee again.
He's finding his guys.
Three goals.
Jared Johnson.
Franco Miller with the spike. Oh no, Franco Miller.
They're barking. They're starting to bark.
Yeah. On time, on target delivery, piping hot. Shiny time. Franco Miller.
Welcome back. Third quarter action underway as TBA gets on the board in this third quarter. Second half, LBA and TBA, two high-powered teams known for their offense, but stuck and mired in a bit of a defensive struggle in that first half. Sub coming on Isaiah Lee, Okai Jamjuice, and he's gonna take a seat. Angelo Provenzano not particularly pleased with Okai. White's picking up a warning, so LBA has been warned by the officials. You can see the coaching staff not too pleased. Daniele Franceschi alongside Jason Tom.
Barely. 7 games is a long day.
Oh boy.
You know,
say that again.
Ooh. You can say there's going to be no easy rebounds. There's going to be no easy possessions.
And Denzel Cummings being shadowed by Marcus Masters.
Wow. I mean, you know, we saw a lot of Isaiah Lee yesterday, but that role has, in this game at least, has been mostly Ahmed Osman.
He was really good yesterday, and
yeah,
he came off the bench today. He comes off the bench here quickly in favor of Okai Jamjuice, and you can see what he brings to the table.
Nice ball movement. Kumsa, extra pass. Cummins. Wow. You know, if Denzel Cummins can start getting those
shooter's rolls, That's a shooter's touch right there.
That's going to help LBA as they take a 1-point lead. Corner. Oh. Lots of length, lots of leaping ability on the floor right now. That's what's so awesome about this game, is that we have that, but then we have some like lights out shooters. We have some great ball handlers. Like really everything you could want in a basketball game is on the floor in front of you right now. This is really what the National Preparatory Association is all about. And some good gamesmanship as well. I know there was a technical call, but
yes.
I mean, there was nothing egregious about that.
It's been a great day of basketball, and culminating with this primetime matchup between two heavyweights.
Who's the matchmaker who put this on primetime?
Search around.
Looking around for the guy.
Yeah.
7:37 to go here in the third. I mean, what was the biggest lead? 6?
Oh yeah.
5, 6?
Yep. No, we've seen some games, even today, even the tight ones that we've seen. You know, there have been times where teams have been able to open up a bit of an advantage, but this one, nothing. Nobody's given an inch either way. It's been a close one all the way through, and all knotted up again.
And by the end of these long days, I know he's not going to go back and listen to a stream, but I want to show some appreciation for Mac Whalen, who's been working tirelessly through the first 2 days. I've been promising him consistently it will be easier after today, with 5 tomorrow and 3 the final day. And Mac's entire family has been here volunteering their time. And I know, you know, yeah, and we've talked about it a lot, about officials and about coaches, and, you know, also want to point out, you know, the NPH crew that's here. A lot of volunteers making this work. The scores table, same thing. So really quick, I want to make sure, you know, I don't want this to be like a final game of the day shout out. I want to do this consistently throughout, because you are all appreciated and you are all building the game in Canada. You can talk all you want about people who are more influential than somebody else, and someone who got a player to a certain level, and that is needed and that is great, but those people also get their due consistently. The people who don't get their due, you know, and I've seen a big push for volunteer coaches getting their due, and that is, we absolutely need that.
We need that.
But at the same time, I think we need to point out the families, the parents, the brothers. We have Mac Whalen's little brother here who's putting in a tremendous amount of work. You know, they're getting... But what I hope that they get out of it is the fact that they're helping build something special.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I hope you know, we got to give acknowledgement and recognition where it's warranted. And as Isaiah Lee finishes in transition, and that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a lot of people who, you know, it's a lot more complex than just saying, hey, here's a ball, here's some officials, let's throw the ball up and put it in action. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to make these events happen. And so credit to everybody who's involved.
Jamgu, step back to Cummins.
Oh,
I wouldn't pull it from there.
He thought about it.
Big rebound, Golazade. Kumsa jumps in. There you go. Taragisa, future Carleton Raven. Make room in the nest for him.
Isaiah Lee getting to the basket. Oh, a big collision, and it's an offensive foul.
Wow.
Standing in there taking some punishment. Jokic.
He did that a lot in Ottawa as well. I mentioned that in that session he really came out of nowhere and surprised everybody, and doing more of the same here, showing his worth to this squad.
And he really has emerged as somebody that LBA can trust and rely on defensively at both ends of the floor, provide a lift.
Josh and Kumsa has you know, really been a nightmare for this defense. And it has to do with the size, but also the way he uses his footwork. And he's not trying to like bully anybody around. Like he's doing it in a skilled fashion, which, you know, for guys of that size, very often we don't see that. So when I do see it, I mean, it's something special.
And that's what's been most impressive. As you said, it's not like he's just dropping that shoulder and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna."
Yeah.
No, he's using some finesse, using some you know, fundamentals to his advantage, creating opportunities, having a fantastic game here tonight for LBA.
Cummins, Vink. You know, and such a smart, simple move. One dribble, back it in. You know, Tristan Thompson got himself to the NBA with that. He uses the caboose, one dribble, butt out and up. Vink used the whole body there. Ooh, nice little roll from Chad Vincent.
Friendly roll from Chad Vincent.
No one's going to pull away in this game, are they?
No, it just doesn't seem that way. Even when LBA opens up a 6-point cushion, it might have been the largest lead of the game. All you see is boom, right back down the floor. But here's Cummins again answering.
Masters into the corner. Vincent. Oh, got his own rebound. Skying.
Nice. That extra effort, right? You're making the effort, the hustle plays. That might determine the game, especially in a game like this where it's a tight affair and the officials are going to have to call it tight.
Yeah. Didn't wait for him to set it. He didn't have the right angle. Easy call for the official.
Good job by Marcus Masters, too. He's able to bait him into that. You see Jonty Vink and a little bit of late screen, and Masters wise in his decision making to generate that offensive foul. Oh, nearly lost it there.
Just so much. These guys want it so bad that. Oh, Jokic. Got position.
That's
it's like the
hustle
one
right there.
guy on the floor who's smaller than 6'5". Oh. He inbounded while inbounds.
You see Denzel patting him on the chest. That's a guy who low maintenance. I bet he's a low maintenance guy. He's not,
Jokic?
Yeah, he's not a guy you have to
absolutely.
run play.
No.
You're not running stuff for
No.
him. He's probably just absorbing everything, and then here you go, boom, delivers a big offensive rebound, a putback. He's a low profile kind of guy. And when you're on a team with Denzel Cummings, Okai Jam Juice, you're gonna
Good cut. Just couldn't finish.
There he is again. And there he is again, making an impact, making his presence felt. Masters coming up the floor for TBA. Screen, set, hard screen. Fighting Masters, kicks it out. Shot on its way. Money. Patrick Emilian burying the triple. And they needed that one. Stop the bleeding a little bit. Get it down to 4.
Cummins. Nice feed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's the entry pass. The entry pass was just perfect. high skill level.
We're seeing him come into his own right now. He really is. That's impressive. Sky's up for the rebound. And we watched CTA earlier. And if you're looking at if LBA is going to want to be in that conversation, and they have 4 big guys who provide a variety of different things. They bring different things to the table. You got a guy like Jokic who's going to give you rebounding, going to block shots. You can count on him to fight for every offensive rebound and loose ball, and maybe he's going to give you some offense. You got a guy like Jonty Vink who's going to do a lot of the dirty work as well. You got a guy like Nkumsa comes in, provides instant offense. And then you have a Michael Mathis who's very similar in his ability to create off the dribble, even operate in the low post area. So a lot of versatility amongst the bigs on this team.
Yeah, have this feeling this game could go a couple of different ways right now, and I'm seeing a couple of things away from the ball. I think the officials are doing a very good job of keeping all of that in check, but just feel like everything's bubbling up a little bit right now.
It is, and I think they're doing their best. And oh wow,
Denzel
great pass, great finish. The big fella having himself a quarter.
And you know, Coors finishing it, but I can't say enough. You know, Cummins hasn't had it going offensively the way he has in this session tonight, but is he ever putting it on a platter for his big man?
Jonty Vink.
Numbers going the other way right now.
Oh, you think they wanted that one? That would have been quite the finish. The officials doing their part to keep this moving along and keep things as smooth as possible. And you see LBA going with the box formation. You're going to get a screen, double screen across, looking down inside. Get it out to Jonty Vink. Now it's Cummins, and he's going to say, clear me out. Let me use a screen to roll. Okai. No good. Good call, over the back.
Six-point lead, London Basketball Academy. This is the largest lead that we've seen all night between these two. And now shooting free throws.
And that's where that foul's costly. Kumsa's going to come in. First time we see Calvin Cohen to the game for TBA. Now we're getting down to 11 minutes remaining in this contest. It's going to be a battle of attrition. Who's going to break first?
Minute left. Brunel.
You see Jokic battling for inside position, and now you're going to get. Oh, yeah. A veteran move by a veteran player against another experienced, wily vet. It's Nkumsa drawing the foul on Vincent. And one more foul, and they could be in the penalty as well in this final minute. Oh, beautiful. Great execution off the inbound.
Hand off to Masters. Cummins staying with him. Oh, Emilian. Interesting call.
Might have got away with a couple extra steps there, but
I know. I was seeing who he was going to call the foul on. It was Brunel, so it was on the drive. It would have been after the steps.
Samara Miles. Patrick Emelian might want to take a all-inclusive trip.
Here comes Demba Timbo, who we haven't seen an awful lot of today.
Not particularly in the second half as of yet. He did make his presence known and was able to make a few plays in the opening half, but he's a 7-footer who can obviously provide a jolt. And, they had him there.
Cummins waiting for the Nkumsa screen. I think he wants to take him.
Wow.
Yeah, just forcing.
He's able to get into the lane, makes a couple of moves, but even the way he's able to initiate the contact and elicit that call from the officials, where he snaps turns his head and moves his body, contorts his body. It's just, as an official, you're kind of forced to call that one.
Yeah. Wow. Cummins was shocked at his own miss, hit his leg, saying, got to bend at the knees. As he cashes this free throw, we have the largest lead of the game for either team. Yep, up to 7. Golizade hands it off to Masters. Demba Timbo, fresh off the bench. Tough shot to take first thing, and Nkumsa's going to keep it and launch it.
Oh, Nkumsa.
No good. 7-point lead through 3. Stay with us. We got a tasty fourth quarter coming at you.
Chill, chill. My name is AJ Lawson, and I'm mic'd up for Northwell Hoops. Let's get it. You know the deal. We do this. Get it, boy! Yo, juice me. Oh, yay. Let's need some juice. Oh, yeah. It's definitely gonna work today. Yup. Oh! Hey! Hey! Woo! Windy!
All right, he's right out with me. Had some fun. Let's go out here and get some stuff.
Yes, sir. Straight blood.
Yeah,
That's on the land.
trying to land. That's gravity, right?
But
no, but he was leaning.
No one was on her yet. No one was on her yet. Euro. Come on. Frick, I gotta finish the first one. Good pass, Jay. Hey, stay there. Give me the assist, boy. Oh, yeah.
7-point lead for the London Basketball Academy over the Toronto Basketball Academy.
And it's that time, Jason. It's fourth quarter time.
Yep.
That's where big-time players step up. And we'll see, obviously, LBA had a fantastic third quarter, got off to a good start, and they've had significant contributions. And in that quarter, it was Kuri Jokic, the 6'8" senior, able to come up and deliver. And we have a substitution as Patrick Emelian checking back in. And Cummins inbounding along the baseline for LBA. He gets it. And now it gets over and inside to Nkumsa. He's a handful. The left hand finish from Josh Nkumsa. Marcus Masters being guarded tightly. Eighthman on him. Floater is good. Marcus Masters gets into traffic, finishes, and he's going to go to the foul line for one more. Cummins down the court, LBA. 7-point lead. Okai Jamgus getting set to check back in. Cummins to the basket, count it! Plus the foul! And a little bit of some flexing from Denzel.
That's a sign of a great point guard. You know, being able to do it all is one thing. Knowing when you're needed to do what is another, right?
Absolutely.
You know, he saw in the early going he wasn't necessarily going to be able to have the offensive scoring output that he had yesterday.
For sure.
But he also saw that he had Kur Jokic, who he could set up and keep putting it on a platter. So he did just that. And then now down the stretch here, he's seeing an opportunity that he can get back to his scoring ways. Defensively now, it'll be interesting to see what TBA can exploit on this end of the floor. That's not the offense you want.
And having watched Denzel for a few years now, I'm sure it occurred at, you know, as a listed at 6 feet, but you know, maybe a little generous on that front. But I'm sure it obviously occurred that that his path to being a top flight prospect is going to stem from being a playmaker, being a point guard, being a facilitator.
Did you see that? He walked off the floor, thought it was time to come out, and his coach tapped him on the butt and said, "Nope, didn't call your number."
It's not time yet. No.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it occurred at an early age where he realized, okay, this is my way to make a name for myself. This is what I have to do. And so, shooting the basketball, being a floor general, it's allowed him to excel.
Dangerous pass. Oh, got to it before it went out of bounds. Good hustle.
Oh,
all that hustle. And then Hakeem Olak, who hasn't seen the floor yet tonight, throws it out of bounds.
He got it briefly earlier. Brief stint, so just slipped out of his hands there a little too ambitious.
Ooh. Yeah, see, his leads went up to 11 now. Now is kind of where the bubbling up, boiling point could occur. Could occur Jokic.
Ooh.
Jamgus. Nice little move, you know, like that is what we want to see consistently out of Okai Jamgus.
That's the next layer to his game. We know he can shoot it, just like Denzel Cummins, and now you're looking, okay, ooh,
it's a big shot.
Buries that one.
Big shot. TBA is going to need a couple more of those.
Yep.
Kumsa. Jamgus.
Oh, short. Desperation. Shot there. Heaves one up.
Nice shovel pass.
Good delivery, good finish. You can see Coach Adil, besides that, he's really trying to encourage his team. Is now down to single digits once again.
thought about it. Pull back out. Smart play. Was it you I was talking with yesterday with the hair foul?
Yes, yeah.
It's the hair foul.
Yeah, exactly. You can see it. I mean, he's baiting the officials.
Yeah.
And that's tough. That's a tough call to make.
I think that's what Marcus Masters is saying to him right now.
Yeah. He's difficult to officiate. You can see they're exchanging some words there.
It's okay, Marcus, you can use that, the hair foul.
Oh, yeah, grow some hair and you're good. Had some, and
Wow. If that would have went in, I would have put my headset down, left the building.
that had a chance.
It did.
It had a
That's
chance.
good. Masters onto the wing. Poi. Emelian. Wow. Like this, if Patrick Emelian can start hitting like that, that's back-to-back. That would be absolutely huge because that changes the defense that LBA is going to have to run.
It changes the complexion of the game.
Yeah, because they haven't really had that consistently today. TBA has not been able to be consistent from range. Good call.
Hard foul there.
Can't really argue that foul. Got a collision. Mike Dotto's going to have a mixtape by the end of this night. A little trip to Turkey, and the guy's got all kinds of confidence about him.
Oh! Here's Kumsa.
Emelian with the block. Don't look now. TBA is down 3 plus the foul.
Oh, wow.
It's the last time I'll ask you to get a hold of your friends and family and tune in on YouTube.
Great run. Great run.
5:30 left. Winning time.
Here comes Okai. This is where you need your big-time players. You need your big players to step up.
69-64 LBA. Sorry.
So here comes.
Add the 3-point play. And it's 69-67. These two coaches are adding ages. Or taking ages? Losing years? They're.
It's been a chess match.
Yes. They're aging before our very eyes on the sidelines.
These are the two of the very best in the MPA, going toe-to-toe from a coaching standpoint.
Neither of them look like they're enjoying this game. Considering how much we're enjoying it, I feel kind of guilty at the look on the faces.
Yeah, you can tell they both look very stressed. I'm sure being on that sideline, whether it's the TBA bench or the LBA side of things, it's got to be stressful. It looks like there was an unsportsmanlike foul. No, that's a costly one too.
It's unsportsmanlike. 2 in the ball.
And now Jokic is going to have it, and he's going to inbound.
The large frame of Kura.
And there's
Jokic.
Using the backcourt, and they ask the official to use it to their advantage. Here's Cummins. And the execution was pure.
Yeah.
Except the screen was a little illegal. Here we go.
Oh, I mean, if you're the head coach, there's a certain amount of talking you can do. If you're the assistant, be an assistant.
Oh, man. Well, you just saw the unsportsmanlike foul going the other way. Now we get a technical, so I guess things evening out.
Daniele, I told you it was bubbling up.
No, it is. Everything coming to the surface. You see Jokic, he's in there. Gets into the opposing team huddle. He's just that kind of guy. He's a quiet guy. Good D. Oh, Masters nearly had that one.
If you're sitting front row at a basketball game, folks, get off your phone.
Got to keep your head on a swivel. It's a 3-point LBA lead. 5 to go.
Officials checking with the clock. Jokic. Yeah. That's an easy tee. Easy tee.
Wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What, guys, stop talking to the officials. Let your coach talk to the official.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Coach Diabzada was talking to the official.
He was.
Demonstratively and yelling.
Yes, there you go.
So, I mean, you could have easily had a tee on the coach.
You can see
But players need to stop talking to the officials. Assistant coaches need to stop talking to the officials.
And I didn't see it at first, but even now when you're looking at it, I mean, just look at the reaction. Wow,
yeah.
That's a costly one.
And honestly, you know, I think the tech could have went on Coach Diabzada.
Yes, yeah.
But it went. No, I believe it was on Emilian.
No, it was. Yeah.
No, your initial thought was that it was. Yeah, I agree.
And just the way that interaction occurred, I thought initially that he gave the technical.
I would like to think that the reason why it ends up on Emilian is, again, going back to the coaches are given a certain amount of leeway to have the conversation. Players, again, it's not your position. It's not. You have a lot to be responsible for on the floor as a teenager playing high-level prep basketball. Talking with the officials is not one of them. And Coach Diabzada doing a good job right now of telling his guys exactly that.
And it's a shame, too, because he was having a fantastic game.
Absolutely. I mean, and I'm sure that's why Coach Diabzada is so upset right now.
He knows it. It's eating him up inside, right? I mean, here's a kid. He comes in and puts
again,
together an impressive line.
The referees are talking to both coaches right now, but players, again, need to get in on the conversation.
I think Denzel Cummins the smartest one in this situation. You see him standing at midcourt.
Yeah, Denzel's like, guess what? Nothing I say is going to affect
Exactly.
this positively or negatively.
Exactly.
I'm not going to come out of this, best friends with the officials. I'm not, the only thing that could possibly come out of this is me getting on the bad side of the officials. So is this 2 techs?
But now I think there's a little bit of a discrepancy in the score. So we'll see what happens.
They're yelling while their own team is shooting free throws. All right.
And so after all of that, all of this chaos, all you see is after all of that, we still see here I don't believe there was a timeout called.
Well, that's difficult. This is, I mean, nobody in the gym thought that there was a timeout called. Am I right?
No, nobody did. Nobody did.
So I was sitting here. I was sitting here pointing, saying, "Is this happening? Is this what's?"
Yeah.
And we've seen it happen before, right? I mean, it's not unheard of.
Well, and
pull the guys over.
I can appreciate what the coaching staff there is trying to do and how they're trying to maybe buy some time, but my God, that's not the way it works.
No.
That's wow.
Big time shot.
It's Coe with it.
Yeah.
It's a big shot.
He was out of my vision. Okai.
Oh.
Okay, Okai. Oh my, it's up to a 7-point lead. 3:40 to go.
That's a big shot. We're waiting for him to light it up. He buries that one.
Oh, once again, that corner three has found its way to be open, but LBA dodging a bullet. Cummins. Ooh. Masters just avoided in Kumsa. Cummins brings it down. Wow. Another unsportsmanlike.
Wow. Well, there have been a lot of chippiness here. And now Denzel Cummins is going to go to the free throw line to shoot an unsportsmanlike.
So they're saying that it was a held jersey that resulted in the unsportsmanlike. And I mean, there's only one official that can see it, and he's the one who called it. So I mean, you can't really argue that call. If it happens on the other side of the floor and the official, like it was the proper official that made that call. I looked back on the replay, but you know, we're on the same angle here, right? So like he saw something that we couldn't see. Absolutely. So I'm not going to hang that on the ref. 78-70, 3:15 to go. We've still got a lot of time left. Stay with us. Looking to beat the buzzer. Stick back jab, Jacoby Neath.
Hey! Let's go, man. Good pick, boy.
Transition, Shaheem Malcolm. Oh, someone checked that ball for a bruise. With the steal. Blowing past everybody, AJ Lawson.
Let's go, bro.
In transition, throwing it down. Off the backboard, Jashawn Henry. Shaheem Malcolm letting everybody know. Let's clear a few things up. So the multiple free throws that were taken by LBA, it was because the first player to take those free throws was the incorrect player on the personal foul. Yeah. So they had to redo those free throws. Then they shot the Tech free throw. The Tech was Patrick Emilian. That, and to clear it up again, the unsportsmanlike that just occurred was a pulled jersey by Coe, and he did not argue that call. His teammates talked about it, but he didn't argue it. But yeah, it's getting a little chippy.
So I hope that clears a few things up.
Well, yeah. I mean, we want transparency in all levels of the National Preparatory Association, and the officials were great. Quick conversation to clarify things. Again, wow. Every time you think it may be put to bed, it's not. Mapoy, basket in the bump.
It's a good take by Mapoy. Aggressive, decisive, strong with the ball. finishing through contact.
A lot of chatter going on.
Oh, yeah.
Vincent and Kumsa had a little stare down there across each other, and Marcus Masters, I would say, is not the same fan of Denzel Cummins that we are.
Well, we talked about it yesterday. Denzel,
Yeah, no, you're right.
Player you love to hate.
Yeah, great teammate.
Yes.
The worst opponent. So a little bit of pressure here, and they're going to have to get it over, and I don't think they're going to.
Wow.
Wow, that was right on the edge. Vincent, very smart move by Jamguz.
That was close to a time count violation, no doubt about that. And then on top of that, in being amazed and perplexed at the same time, the way he was able to split a pair of defenders and get it over half, that was, in and of itself, was incredible.
There's your violation.
We've seen a lot of miscues, and there's another one.
Basketball gods are undefeated. 2:24 left. Stay with us. We got a good one here at Crestwood. Taken
right down the lane with the slam.
Sammy Hunter. There's Daves.
That's a dive. That's a dive.
Showtime from the Filipino Wrecking Machine. And if you want to put together a Matthew Daves highlight reel, oh, look out, your boy, Elijah Fisher. Two-handed slam.
Two out of Calgary.
Ooh, no-look pass. Big-time finish. Cole Newkirk. Oh, so if you turn it over like that, it doesn't matter. Number 21, Nas Robert.
Ewer definitely put things into perspective for him.
You want to talk about perspective.
My assist, give me that assist.
Who's upset with a 7-game day now with this outstanding matchup, right?
At least
everybody.
Yeah.
I was getting darts stared at me earlier. Everyone's saying, Jay, you're killing me.
Yeah, at least we're in for an entertaining finish. This one's treated us well.
At least we got our blowout out of the way early. Ooh, that was close too. Chad
Tell
Vincent.
you what, better than being outside in -4.
Nice pass. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Everyone's got to think. Everyone's got to take a relax.
Yeah, emotions
got to
boiling
take
over.
a big breath in and exhale.
And the officials may have exercised some leeway and some better.
No, absolutely. I mean,
Look
that
at
could have been a tech right there.
Easily.
That is an easy call. Yeah, ain't no argument. No, yeah, but there's no argument coming from the coach because he knows he didn't wait for that screen to be set.
He definitely sold it, but yeah, Kumsa a little late setting that one. Just a little embellishment.
Yeah, no. And I hope our players listen back to the games. And the other thing I would suggest is, what I've heard a lot of today is, well, that might have been a foul, but how about the one you didn't have earlier?
Yeah.
Like, that never works either.
No,
We're not going back in time, so just don't bother with it. Vincent.
Big shot.
The count. Big time shot.
Chad Vincent.
Oh, this is going to get ugly. 78-75, Toronto Basketball Academy. Despite getting a little loose with their emotions, are within a 3-point shot. Stay with us. Tune in. Tell your friends.
Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in. No good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Bembry handling it. Cross court to Pangos for 3, and Kevin knocks it down.
I read a book called Outliers, and it talked about why people need people around them to take advantage of in order to succeed at the highest levels. That same summer, Kevin was chosen as the youngest member of the national team. Kevin might be an outlier. Kevin was playing for A Game Hoops, which is a team that Kyle Julius ran, and Kevin was on the team as a high school player. And I was coaching at the University of Guelph, and Kevin was lighting us up. And I'm loving this because I've loved Kevin since he was a kid, but I'm also hating it because we're getting drilled by this team. And Chris leans over to me and says, "That guy can't miss." And I went, "Title." Because it says about what Kevin's life's about is whatever happens to him, he just rolls with it. And we all need to learn from that. A failure is just a part of success. And that's the way he really, really views it. So if you have that attitude, honestly, you can't miss.
Bembry handling it. Cross court to Pangos for 3, and Kevin knocks it down.
I read a book called Outliers, and it talked about why people need people around them.
Sorry to interrupt Chris Dooley, but we got a game. 78-75. London Basketball Academy have led throughout this second half, pushed it to double digits. It's down to 3. TBA with the rock. Marcus Masters taking it hard to the hole. Foul on the floor, I believe.
That looked like he was in the shooting motion.
Wow. That and one would have been huge. Instead, Masters works his way. We're in the bonus anyways. Get in the game, play-by-play guy.
So either way, both teams shooting free throws from here on out.
Look at that. Color guy all over it.
You're going to get Okai, Janvey coming back in, and Isaiah Lee.
So that was defense for offense.
Yep.
Provenzano moving the
chips around.
Yep. I was going to make a chess reference there until I realized I've never played chess in my entire life. Moving the chips around makes sense. I'm more of a poker player. There we go. 1-point ball game. Did we say it was going to be this close?
Well, we did. I think we forecasted that.
TBA is just down the throats of LBA right now. That was another yank on the jersey. Got away with that one. Ooh. No call.
I'm convinced that no matter what the outcome is, we're going to have one party that is not happy.
Yeah. Oh, interesting time to try to do that.
Yeah,
right?
Take the 2.
Wow. Would not have guessed that that would have occurred. Oh, Denzel dishing. Little cuz, Denzel Cummins. Finding Jokic.
And here we go again. It's going to be another swap defense.
Yeah, but Kaur has not been money from the line of late.
No.
Don't know if he's, starting to feel the effects of the amount of minutes he's played. Ooh.
That's a big one.
That's why you get the rotation on it, right? So if you're short, it finds its way in.
That's why you want some spin on the ball. No, except for that one.
Wow. Here we go.
That time it went around the rim and
50 seconds to go.
Again, why? Why?
Wow.
Oh boy, makes you scratch your head.
Cummins splits the D into the lane, into the corner. Not needed, but Jokic is there. Josh Nkumsa, is there anybody else that should have that basket? Josh Nkumsa has had himself an outstanding game.
You know,
if there's anybody that deserved to be there to clean up that mess, that is him.
I'm still perplexed what I saw on the other end of the floor, and you expect better from a guy like Chad Vincent, a veteran who's been around, but one guy who's been a force. Oh, it's been the big fella, Josh Nkumsa, man. He's been terrific tonight and comes up with another big offensive rebound and a finish for LBA on that trip. And what he's done so effective, and we've seen it, there's such a multitude, a variety of different assets that Angelo Provenzano can throw out there on the floor, but Nkumsa brings it on the offensive end, his ability to operate in pick and rolls, to hit that mid-range jump shot, to attack off the dribble, get to the basket. He provides a variety of skills that you're not going to get out of, you know, some of the bigs. And so we talked about it earlier in the broadcast as well. A team like LBA, when you have a wealth of riches, especially when it comes to your bigs, you're going to find 1-2 guys every game that are going to be making a significant impact. And tonight it's been Josh Nkumsa.
And it's amazing how basketball works. I mean, he was everything in that first half. But then it got kind of the Kur Jokic kind of show for a while there. And it's just amazing how basketball always comes around. You know, and that wasn't a play that was drawn up. It wasn't a post up and jumper.
No.
It's just the ball found its way to a guy who has been in the right place at the right time all game long.
Yeah, the ball, we talk about how the ball finds energy. And the guy who's playing with a lot of energy tonight, he's rewarded, and he gets a good look underneath on an offensive rebound that, you know, that's reaping the rewards of the effort that he put forth.
Oh no, wide open shot. Wow, that is exactly what TBA wanted.
Wow, that was a good look.
Unbelievable. LBA just fell asleep at the wheel.
And now, who else at the free throw line?
I said, oh no, because I was absolutely shocked that someone could get that wide open with the team up 4. Wow.
Very fortunate.
That does
Crow
not
was
have the
unable to
legs
hit
on
that.
him right now.
You can see, I mean, this is where you got to dig deep. You hit one,
This is
hit
a
one.
big shot.
There it is. Long.
Offensive
Oh,
rebound,
wow.
I think. Oh, he threw a bit of an elbow.
Oh, this guy.
Wow.
This guy's something else, man.
Wow.
Josh Nkumsa. And now you got to make a free throw.
Now, Adil's calling over his team. Don't believe he's calling a timeout, though.
No, but of course, by rule, in the event that a player is fouled out, and that's what's happened here, he's going to have 60 seconds to just talk to his team and then pick a sub. And here we go.
How costly was that Emelian Tech as well, considering that gave him 5 for the game, and he's been sitting down ever since.
I mean, and he was going.
Oh. And
That's
he was really the only guy who was hitting from range for TBA.
I mean, we talk about he was one of the only guys that seemed like he showed up for this game.
Yeah.
And he was amped and energized and, you know, picking, really giving him a huge lift offensively.
Big free throw. Masters now. He's probably going to need to, it's going to be a quick 2. If anybody can work their magic late in the clock or late in the game, it's Coach Saib Zada.
That's not the guy you want to foul.
No.
It's not the guy you want to foul. You have no choice, but and what would have been interesting is all these hypotheticals, but play the percentages. Imagine now he was in a precarious position there.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, yes, you probably would have got it back with what, you know, a few seconds remaining. But theoretically, if he was unable to get it over, you keep it at 3. Instead, now it's back to a 2-possession game. Could have worked in their favor.
We're back live tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Pull up. No good. That's the game. And I just have to say, what an unbelievable game that was. The National Preparatory Association at its finest. Thank you for joining us. We're back at 10:30 tomorrow morning, signing off for everybody here at Crestwood Prep.